Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. This is Miss Kamal Sumer and today we are going to continue division. By the end of this lesson, learners will be able
to understand how division is related to multiplication.
Let's see today's plan.
There is going to be an introduction of relationship between division and multiplication with the help of the video watch and my explanation.
After it, there is going to be guided practice and then independent practice will be given as homework. In the end, digital resources will be shared.
Hey everyone, today we're talking about the relationship between multiplication and division, which I like to call opposites attract. And that is because multiplication and division are friends. It's just that they are opposite operations. What does that mean? Let's take a walk back in time. Remember when you'd have a group of objects? Here we have 6 donuts, and you'd be asked to split them into 2 equal groups. And you'd be like, hey, I can have 2 equal groups of 3. Or you'd be asked to split them into groups of 2, and you'd be like, hey, now I have 3 groups of 2. Well, in either case, what we know is that if 6 divided by 2 equals 3, we also know that 3 times 2 equals 6. Pretty cool, right? Let's see if we can apply that to a problem. Here we have 54 divided by 6 equals something, and maybe we don't remember what that something is. But if we know 54 divided by 6 equals something, then we also know 6 times that something equals 54. And I'm sure you remember that multiplication fact, but just in case you don't, I will remind you it is 9.
In order to understand the relationship between multiplication and division, let's have a quick recap. Multiplication is a repeated addition, remember? On the other hand, division is a repeated subtraction. Let's understand it through an example. There are 12 corns which have to be divided equally among 2 kids. Normally, you make head sum and then you read the times table and solve it. But what if you have to do it mentally? Yes. In actual, you're also solving it by reading the times table. So why not doing it mentally instead of writing on a piece of paper? Okay, so let's understand it first. Then inshallah we are going to try it out. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. How did you know that the answer is 6? You actually read out 2 times table and you got to know that 2 times 6 is equal to 12. So, how you're actually solving the division sum? You are solving it with the help of times table, with the help of multiplication. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Let's understand it in detail with the help of this video.
Multiplication and division are very closely related. Let us see how. There are 5 boxes. And each box has 3 pencils. In all, how many pencils are there in 5 boxes? To get the product, we multiply the numbers 5 and 3. 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Now, let us look at it in another way. There are 15 pencils. If each box can accommodate 3 pencils, then how many boxes are needed for 15 pencils? So, here we need to divide 15 by 3 to find the quotient. Therefore, 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Given that there are 5 boxes and 15 pencils, how many pencils are there in each box? Here we divide 15 by 5 to find the quotient. So, 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. From the same example used, we got to know an interesting fact about multiplication and division. which is division is the inverse of multiplication. That is, when we divide the product with one of its factors, the quotient that we get is the other factor. Now, let us take another example. Look, there are 5 kids. Each kid has 9 balloons. How many balloons are there in all with the 5 kids? So, here we multiply the numbers 5 and 9 to get the answer. So, 5 into 9 is equal to 45. If we look at the same example in a different way, there are 45 balloons. If each kid has 9 balloons, then find the number of kids such that the balloons are distributed equally. Here, we need to divide 45 by 9 to find the quotient. We get 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5. Now, if there are 5 kids and 45 balloons in all, how many balloons does each kid get? Here, we divide 45 by 5 to find the quotient. 45 divided by 5 is equal to 9. Look, here we got both multiplication and division facts from the same example. Woohoo!
Now we are going to do the similar sums given in exercise 5 on page number 13 of your SPMG. Exercise 5 part A is 96 divided by 3 is equal to dash because 3 times dash is equal to 96. As I told you that if you know times table, then division is a piece of cake. So yes, here we are going to firstly multiply, which will help us in finding the answer of our division sum. Which means we are going to firstly multiply 3 and find out 3 times what is 96. Then automatically we will get our answer of the upper part. 3 times what is 9? 3 times 3 is 9. Write 3 here. Now tell me, 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. Very easy. It means 3 times 32 is equal to 96. Very good. You have solved the upper part too. How? Because 96 divided by 3 is equal to 32. Just have a look here. It's the same answer here. So it means that it's not always necessary to make a head sum and solve. You can also solve the sum with the help of mental math. In short, we can say if there are 96 cats and we have to put them in 3 separate cages, then in each cage there will be 32 cats. And how did we do it? We simply read out 3 times table and we found our answer. Excellent. Part B is 642 divided by 3 is equal to dash because 3 times dash is equal to dash. This time 3 dashes. No worries. It's very easy. The answer is right in front of you. You know 3 times table very well. So we are going to start in the same way. But first of all, what we are going to find out. So you can see that 642 is a dividend, which is actually the answer in times table, which is a multiple. So what the first thing you are going to do is you will write 642 down. After that you can do the next step. You can find out that 3 times what is equal to 642? See, one dash has been filled. Now let's find out the answer of another one. 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. In 3 times table, does 4 come? No, it doesn't. The smaller number is 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. Write 1 here. So now what is left? 1 more is left, which will go with next number. And now this 2 has become 12. So 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Which means 3 multiplied by 214 is equal to 642. In other words, we can say that when you divide 642 carrots among 3 people, then each one of them will get 214 carrots. And how did I know this? With the help of 3 times table. Part C is 560 divided by 5 is equal to dash, because 5 times dash is equal to dash. Again, we are going to follow the same steps. Write 560 down. 5 times what is 5? 5 times 1 is 5. Then 6 doesn't come in 5 times table, and the smaller number which comes is 5. Again, 5 times 1 is 5. 1 is remaining, which will go with the next number, and it will become 10. 5 times 2 is 10, which means 5 multiplied by 112 is equal to 560. In other words, we can say when we have to divide 560 drinks among 5 teams, then each team will get 112 drinks. Do the same exercise in your math exercise book as independent practice for the better understanding of the taught topic. Do the self-correction of your work, but no need to turn it in.
These are the recommended digital resources for the further clarification of the taught concepts. Must go through them. That's enough for today. See you in next lesson. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Comment down and let me know which lessons you want me to cover in my upcoming videos. Take care.